I had a hard time really thinking about a time a man has been selfless to you is wild to me. Like in my brain,
Yeah,
right?
you can.
Can I answer, Jack?
Not yet.
Okay.
Give me like
Let me know when I can. Okay.
no, I'm gonna go like this. um, Men are where we come out the womb and we enter this world, and the world has said you need to be selfless if you want to be considered a man, right? And
No.
you need to understand that that's regular. This is what I mean. A man has to go to work and has to pay all these bills. That's already selfless in itself, especially depending on what type of, you know, yeah, take as much notes as you can.
Rico
Especially
said
if
bullshit.
especially if you want certain type of living situations. Now, obviously if you're going 50-50s, that's not the case for you. But if a man is already having to provide for you, that's selfless in itself. He's already extending himself, and I think that we got to start to understand that money does not just come from thin air. Money comes from hours of sacrifice. So if a man is paying that bill in that house and he has to work 40 hours a week, he has to spend 160 hours a month of his time sacrificing it to provide for you. He is automatically, innately selfless from the get go. And if I have to change my schedule to make sure I can still be a dad at that, because a lot of men can't be dads and be providers at the same time. And he's changing his schedule so he can be a dad in the daytime, work overnight, and be a provider at the nighttime. That is crazy amount of selflessness right there.
I'm gonna go ahead and let
But
you.
And shout out to you, my brothers.
But
Who did
honey,
Just
honey,
like the man
He
did.
didn't. That was his schedule already. He
what
didn't
if you
change it.
living by yourself
Yeah, shit,
and you have to put in
I know
those
people that
same
done did that.
40 hours and you have to make that same sacrifice whether you're in a
Can
relationship
I tell you
or
something,
not?
Amanda?
What do you
I
want to tell
got
me?
I made a lot of money when I lived by myself. I make relatively close to the same money living with a family of four. Okay. I went from being super up to stable. Okay. So when you're providing for especially a family of four, when you're providing for another individual, and if you have a kids, it's a different ball game. You're 100,000. Like when Christiana came up here and said $100,000 she won't date, and I was like, you're bugging. But then I thought about it, and it's like that shit is not enough if you have a real family of four.
Can I say something?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
seems like a personal choice that you made. So
Mm.
it was a personal
Mhm.
choice to take on these responsibilities.
Mhm.
So
I
I
mean,
don't I just don't want it to come off as like you complaining about it like you was like trapped or stuck in it, you know, but it's like you wanted to be a partner. You wanted to be a dad, a stepdad, X, Y, and Z. So like
nah,
I don't
that's
know.
not the point. That's like saying you make a personal choice to be a mother. No,
It
like
is a personal
You
choice.
do.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a natural choice. And we can't
Um,
just sit here and try to say we're gonna eliminate that, hey, you make a choice to be a dad or you make a choice to be a mom. Realistically, yeah, it's everything is a choice.
absolutely.
Every single thing in this world is a choice, but there are bad choices and there are good choices. And not being a provider to your child, whether you're a man or a woman, is a terrible choice. And actually, I mean, this is just me just speaking on a different spiritual level. I believe that you'll go through a lot more cursings in your life, not fulfilling your child's needs because you personally want to choose to not be a mom or a dad. Like it does not make sense. So I don't align them to be the same. Now, granted, I could say you make a personal choice taking on somebody else's child. I could say that. You don't have to treat that child the same way, but you are going to affect that child. So you also have to be careful that your personal choices are a direct effect on other people's lives, which is why you try to do the best. And sometimes it becomes a responsibility rather than just a choice.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it's a personal choice. But go ahead, Nicole. Like
There were so many things.
I know you I saw you
I
kind of
can't remember
fuming
them. I
over
was like,
here.
wait a minute, wait a minute. There's so many. I need a note card. I need a note card. But
The
no,
working, the
Hold on,
paying
I got
bills.
you here.
yeah. I knew you'd do it at the end. Like you wait until the end and be like, okay, it's your turn now. Anyways,
Hey,
so in the
you want my
beginning,
card?
no, I'm good. In the beginning, you mentioned like it's interesting to you that we had a hard time coming up with selfless acts that were done for us, but my history in relationships are accumulation of selfless acts. So it's hard for me to just say like, oh, this person did this one big thing. But then as we started talking as a group, I was like, oh, there was one like massive thing because like no one else stepped up to the plate at that time to do that. And, I'm appreciative of that.
Mhm.
Also, I think it's really interesting. I always hear this about like how the man goes out and works and does all these things, but like women do the same thing. So I don't know that any man was
For a
born
selfish
to,
reason, because
is it?
I mean, if we think about it, just think about it, right? What is this? Is this selfless? Is this more of a selfless or selfish thing? Men and women are in the house.
Sure.
Man and women work,
House, yep.
right? They
Work.
both work. I don't know, whatever. They both make money. Okay.
Mhm.
Men pays all the bills. Women keeps all her money.
Is that the standard? Because that's the standard for me, but I see every day that's not the standard for most people.
No, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying.
Okay.
But that's the traditional.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Now I do. Well, obviously, 2023 is not always the
It's
same.
different, yeah.
But hell, then what is this? Okay, how about this? Ready? Because we can't go 50-50, otherwise it's a roommate. That's a standard
Yeah,
today.
it
So
is.
now he's doing 80, she's doing 20. They both making decent money. So is she more selfless or is she more selfish? Because she's working, he's working. We can take kids out of this. He's paying 80%. She's paying 20%. If they're making relatively close to the same amount of money, he's every single month more selfless and she's every single month more selfish, unless she's providing money in different ways to build them, which is usually not the case.
Is he selfless or is that because you said also that that's like kind of an innate like person thing
It's a
for a man.
society
A
standard.
societal standard. Okay.
Yeah, because he
But
can't
that's
get away
an
with not doing it.
expectation. So are we really gonna hold expectations against a man, against a woman, and be like, oh, she's selfish?
It's an
because-
expectation because their expectation, in the words of Aaron, is a choice.
I just feel like if that's your house, if that's your
No.
house
Personal
dynamic,
choice.
that the man is, 80, the woman's 20, and is keeping 80% of her money. She doesn't even need to ask for anything. No, like, can I get money to get my hair,
Hair,
nails? Can I get grocery money or anything?
Nothing.
I mean, she's good to take care of all of that without having to be like gimme, gimme, gimme.
Apparently, those things aren't important because paper towels by themselves.
And then I'll add to that, as a woman,
$20 for
as a
fucking pack for the
woman,
month.
that's
Crazy.
as a woman, when I was in the situation where I was paying, it was like 80-20, if that. And that's the environment I thrive in. I shop luxury sometimes. So if I go and I'm getting something luxurious, I'm gonna get something for my man. I'm gonna plan vacations. There's gonna be trips. It's gonna be like outings. So there are different ways to like make up for that. I don't want to get
think
into the
in a
Yeah, I'm not
traditional
mad at that.
setting.
Whole
I actually
discussion.
think
I'm
that
not
that
mad
is
at that.
more so the case. Meaning, yeah, the man.
Uses majority of the money to pay the bills.
No, yeah. So the man,
And
yes,
she uses
he's
it for
making,
leisure.
Y'all listen. What I'm saying is that in a traditional sense, that a lot of what we see when there's a woman who's keeping her money, it's not just for her.
never.
It's for the house. It's for the
Mhm.
kids. It's for the investments. It's for
Relationship.
the everything else, repairs in the house, furnishing the house, paper towels, food, dishes, like everything else. The man is setting a foundation. He's giving the basics. You need a house. That's a basic. You need electricity. That's a basic. You need internet. That's a basic.
Running
But
water.
what about everything else?
I love
the
that.
again, the
First of
food,
all-
the food doesn't by itself.
No.
The clothes don't wash and fold and put away themselves. The laundry detergent doesn't by itself. All these things, like I don't know how much shit
Yeah, but
costs
you
in your
gotta start-
hold on, no, stop. I don't know how much shit costs in your house, but it costs a lot of
It costs a lot
money
in my house
Y'all
as
give
well.
to
me-
manage
about that.
a home. It
Let me-
costs
Yeah.
a lot of money. Like even just to have somebody come and change out a light bulb in my ceilings, that's $85.
First of all, that's crazy. Now, what I'll tell you this
You
is,
seen my ceilings?
yeah, yeah, duh,
Exactly.
Someone
has
So,
to
but still,
Somebody.
it's still crazy though. So what I will say is this: first of all, let's throw one thing out here because we got to take it. Erin loves to do this bits and pieces and try to, like I'm a lawyer too now. I've been dealing with her for long enough to understand this. So first and foremost, personal choice. Okay. You deciding to decor this house every 3 months is a personal choice.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. It is not a necessity like water. It is not a necessity like shelter. You want new plates?
No.
Okay, buy new plates. But that is just for your own. That's for your own leisure. And I
No, it's
think
not.
Yes, it
You
is.
don't appreciate nice things.
That's not the point.
Not even
It
a-
is.
You're not understanding. So then
No, let Rico go. Actually,
that's one. And then two, the woman who is
And we're
working,
writing.
typically
He's writing.
nowadays, this is what we're hearing, right? The woman who is working is also is not doing housework as often as the ones that aren't. So she's like, I'm working, you're working, we're splitting the cleaning duties. So he's most likely cleaning and washing and folding his own clothes. You know what I'm saying? And if not, she might be doing that, but maybe if she cooks, he's doing the dishes. Now the house duties are getting split because she's at work too. Because she can't go to work and come home and have to do everything at the house as well. She's nobody's slave.
Why
right?
are you sounding in that voice?
Because you-
accurate, correct. She can't.
Because right then.
She
So now
can't.
so now
Say it in
look.
normal
So now
voice.
he's going 50-50 in the house plus paying
As he should
80-20
be.
on the bills.
No, he's
But-
not.
So he's really going, if we had to add him up, what's that?
Oh my God.
130 to 50, and I don't even know what
No
that
man
ratio
is
is.
going
But he's
80-20 and
80% still
50-50
more
at
doing.
home.
thank you.
Huh?
No man is
Maureen,
80-20
please give us the
financially
stats.
and then 50-50 at home. No man
I
is
just feel
doing
like
that.
it's 2023, and this is why Rico has this, perspective that he has. And he's a little young too, y'all. He's a little shy of 30.